Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are unboxing the Hario O2 Cone Dripper filter. It's made in Japan, so it's got lots of Japanese writing on it, and it's a good thing it's a plastic one. And we're going to talk about it today. We're going to unbox it. We're going to do an unboxing. So let's see what you actually get in the box. Oh, very nice. Oh, I forgot about these. You get a lovely little scoop. I forgot the word for scoop then. You get a lovely scoop. It's nice and white. I like white. And you get your brand new cone dripper in there. It's a lovely shape. It's coney. Yeah, what else do you get in here? Oh, a little instruction manulet. Cone filter. It's a tasty shape. That's what it says. Right there. It's a tasty shape. Love it. Oh, and it tells you all about it. Sorry, I was trying to do one of those makeup unboxing tutorial thing parodies and it was awful. So yeah, so I've got a brand new V60 O2 because I've had my other one. My very first one has lasted me about 5 years, four or 5 years, something like that. It's lasted absolutely ages. I'm amazed it lasted that well. So I've got a new one finally, so it's starting to get some cracks in it. I mean, it's been on like 3-4 house moves with me. It's been all over the world, so I used to take it with me travelling to brew coffee with. I did used to take the AeroPress, but I just found the V60 was a bit better. And the V60 is my absolute favourite brewing method, especially over the Chemex or AeroPress. I don't even know where my AeroPress is even anymore. But yeah, it's my absolute favourite, especially over the... I mean, I do like cafetiere, and a lot of people use cafetieres, but I find the V60 you get some more softer flavours to it, so you don't get that huge, thick, kind of oily body in your mouth that you do from a cafetiere. You don't get that in a V60. But using this, I mean, I recommend these to anybody. So they're super easy shape. You can also buy packs of 100 filter papers for them. There are different types of filters you can get, all made by Hario, but I just go for these ones because you can get 100 of them, and I can't really tell the difference all that much between the different types of paper. As long as you rinse it and stuff, it's all good. So with this, you do get a lovely little scoop if you're not using scales. I mean, I generally recommend people to try and use scales if you're going to be brewing coffee, but you do get this scoop to use as well. I will have a look at, oh, this says approximately 12 grams of coffee per level scoop, which is good. I generally recommend to use 60 grams of coffee to a litre. So if you're brewing a mug of coffee, you'll probably want about a scoop and a half. So I usually brew about 17 grams into a mug. Yeah. So a scoop and a half will do good. But these are fantastic because, again, the plastic ones, they will last for forever. You can chuck them against the wall and they'll break the wall. And they're so easy to clean. It's not like a cafetiere where you have to scoop out all the grounds afterwards into the bin and it's a mess cleaning it. You literally brew into a filter paper in the cone, water, coffee, and then just take the filter paper out and bin it afterwards. You could even put it into compost, recycling as well if you wanted. It's great, so let's do some brewing with it. So, my kettle's just boiled. I've got my mug, I've got some scales under here as well. You don't absolutely have to use scales if you're brewing at home, but I generally try and recommend people to use scales because then you're going to get consistency in everything you brew. But I have grabbed up some coffee here and I weighed out 17 grams of coffee. I'm going to brew 220 mils into the mug, but I also checked actually how much coffee fits into one of those scoops, and you do get just about a scoop and a half. So if you go with a scoop and a half, it'll be roughly 17 grams, and that is my sort of recommended weight of coffee for brewing a mug into your V60. So we pop the V60 on top. Now with your papers, you get this little tab on top of here. So it makes it nice and easy to open up. Paper sits in. Now, before you actually put your coffee in or anything else, always recommend to rinse your filter paper. Just because you don't want any papery tastes going into your coffee. So give that a good rinse, and that's also then heating up your mug or whatever you're brewing into, whatever vessel you're brewing your coffee into. It's going to heat that up so your coffee's going to stay warmer for a little bit longer as well. Now, obviously, you want to chuck this water away. And we're back. So now I can pop my coffee in there. Lovely. If you are using scales, now's a good time to tare it, so you're just at 0. Brewing this, there's a couple of different methods you could do. The best way is maybe a little bit more technical than a cafetiere, but it works great. If you've got a timer on your phone or just counting in your head, you want to do what's called a bloom. So you put a measure of water on top of it. It's usually a ratio of the coffee that you're brewing, but as long as you sort of fill it to the top of the coffee bed, that'll do for your bloom. And you let it brew for 30 seconds just with that amount of water on top. What this does is help any CO2 being released just get out of the coffee bed, so you're not going to get quite a CO2-y tasting coffee. And it also helps the brewing process extract a little bit quicker for you. So I've got my scales tared. I'm going to start my timer, and just going to pour my water on to the top of the bed. So I've popped 55 grams of water on top of here. I'm going to give it a little swirl as well to help that extraction. Cool, so 30 seconds has been, and now I'm going to carry on adding the water. So you're literally just pouring the water onto the top, and I'm measuring, there we go, 260 grams. I'm going to give that another swirl. And that's just going to help an even extraction through the comb. So you should find that you'll end up with a flat coffee bed. If you see the grind starting to settle around the rim, give it another little swirl. If you want a really technical video to how to brew a V60, I think there are better videos than me doing it by a guy called James Hoffman. Just have a search into YouTube, James Hoffman, and you'll be able to find his V60 brewing video. So this is just a real basic one. So your brew should extract in about 2.5 minutes overall, that's including bloom time. If it's taking too long and you've got a set amount of coffee in there, you've got your 17 grams or a scoop and a half. If it's taking too long, it means your grind is too fine. If you're grinding the coffee yourself. We can grind the coffee for you if you need. So we should be able to grind it for you, and it should work exactly. So if it's ground from us and it's taking too long, you've probably got too much coffee in there. If it's coming out too quickly and you're grinding it yourself, it's because your coffee is too coarse, so you need to finen up that grind a little bit more, make it a little bit tighter. Cool. So once that's all drained through, you've got a lovely flat coffee bed in there. You end up with one lovely cup of coffee. So I've just brewed the Kenyan Kabiru. Oh, it's lovely. It tastes like red berry juice. It smells like red berry juice even. So that is how easy it is to brew with the V60. Like, it doesn't take too long. It's so clean to use, and like literally cleaning it now, I'm gonna get 2 ends of the filter, take that out, that goes in the bin, and then just give that a rinse and you're done. There's no faffing about with cafetiere or anything like that. And genuinely, I think it brews one of the best cups of coffee you'll ever taste. when you brew with a V60. I've got my other half brewing with a V60 at work now, which is great, and I want everybody to get Brewing V60s. We're going to have them online on chippcoffee.co.uk. We're going to have them in a equipment and merch section, because we'll soon be getting merch in there as well. So here we'll be selling these plastic V60s, we'll be selling filter papers and scales as well, if you want to get some scales and just up your coffee brewing game to the next level. You can get scales, you can get V60s, you can get coffee, we can grind it for you if you so wish as well. Let me know what else you guys brew with, because the next lot of videos that I'm going to be doing, we're going to be tasting all the different coffees that Chipp Coffee Co has to offer. I'm going to be brewing them in a V60 and a cafetiere, because I'm not hating on the cafetiere. I know a lot of people brew the cafetiere and it is a great simple brewing device. It's awesome. So we're going to brew the two, I'm going to taste the two and talk about what sort of flavours and what tastes we're getting from different coffees in the V60 and the cafetiere. It's going to be great. I still need the quirky sign off thing. I'll V60 you later. That was crap as well. I need help, guys. Comment below some good signing off phrases, and tell me what you guys are brewing with as well. What's your favourite brewing device? And if you're brewing with Chipp Coffee Co in different devices, tell me what flavour notes you're getting on different videos, because I find that really interesting. Cool, so I'll see you for the next one. Peace.